Bastage. Alright, we're live. Hello, wrestling fans.
Hey, everybody.
Hopefully I can get on here and
How are y'all doing?
type in a few things. See if I can get this working here on this side. The west side.
We're watching SmackDown.
Yeah, I didn't even put a title on it, so I'm hoping that I can get in here and do some stuff. It looks like Aldous Chapman. What's his name?
Nick
Aldis.
Aldis. Nikki Pooey Aldis.
Is talking to us all.
Nick the Aldis.
Alright, yes. It looks like I can. So now I go in here. Edit some stuff up. Like what we're watching. Okay, what is this called? What date, maybe? I don't do this ever.
Today is January 12th, 2024. 12th, 2024. If you need that part. Oh, look, Bianca and Bailey are going one-on-one tonight.
Cool.
Don't worry, though. Roman Reigns is not there tonight. Just so you guys are aware of that. Okay? Just so you know. Just so you know. They're not there. Da-da-da-da-da. Wah, wah, wah.
Alright, that's on. But we are live, so if anybody's out there, we appreciate it.
Hey. How's it going?
Friday Night SmackDown.
It's Angel and Humberto with Santos Escobar. It's those guys. They're out there.
El Phantasmo or whatever. The fuck.
Not anymore. They're different.
Way cooler, though. Cool.
Yeah, it's
We
totally
definitely don't
awesome.
have anybody in here yet.
I have
So
no
hopefully
idea.
that'll help.
I don't even know how to get to any of that to see any of
We'll
it.
just
So
go live to where we're at. So type in wrestling, I guess.
I'm on our YouTube channel.
Oh, and it's somewhere. I don't see it because that's not ours.
Cool. I don't know where to go then, I guess. That's other lives.
So, well, why are you on ours? I guess so you could read it without commercials.
So I can see something. Because it doesn't do anything right.
Hello, Robert. Janelle. Sorry our cameras, the computer won't start for whatever reason, so I'm hoping it starts at some point throughout the show. And we're on the long version, whatever, so we're not wide. It's too bad we can't switch it, because when I do turn it, it just turns us wide. It's kind of weird. Anyways, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Let's see if I can get something going here.
We've got Robert and Janelle in the chat. Janelle says, hi. Robert says, hey, y'all, what's up? Not much. How are you doing tonight?
Woo-woo! Just watching some wrestling. I actually don't know what's happening on the wrestling because I haven't got a chance to look at it yet.
Paul Heyman came out. Somebody, Cameron Grimes, was going to come down to like, oh, what are those weirdo guys? One of them.
Austin Theory?
Austin Theory and that other guy.
Yeah, Grayson.
Yeah. I guess Grayson Waller was going to fight Cameron Grimes or something. And then the Usos, Jimmy came down and Solo came down from the Bloodline and beat up Cameron Grimes. And then the other dudes left. They came in the thing and Paul Heyman talked. Nick Aldis came down and said, it's going to be you three against whoever.
Nice.
And Roman, because Paul's like, Roman Reigns isn't here.
Good deal.
Because they're somewhere. I don't know where it was, but they're somewhere. Dumb crap.
Good to see them all together.
Yeah. Do these work? These don't work, right?
Not for what we're doing. So if they can't hear us, we just got to talk louder. Did they say something?
I have no idea.
Oh. Nice.
Robert says, I'm great. Thanks for asking. Good to hear. Rebecca says, your screen is small. Hey, yeah.
Sorry about that. We're working on things. So I had to do it through a phone real quick.
Computer doesn't work. Imagine that. Walter says, hey Travis and hey Daphne. And Chris is in the chat saying, hey Travis and D, I'm ready for the snowstorm. It's supposed to come to Texas on Monday through Tuesday. Chris
Boom.
also says people think Andrade could show up tonight. Walter says Angel Garcia for the win. Robbie's in the chat says, yo, respect to Sophie's like, hi, wow, different look again.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, too bad. Changes. No, not changes.
Things are falling apart. It's all good. Let's see if I can get a couple things changed here so at least has a thumbnail of some sort on it. There we go. Now I don't feel so rushed. The Holy Trinity. Rush.
Oh.
Cool. I'm going to put a blanket on. Take a nap. Did I ever do anything with my headset? I did not. What? I don't hear anything. Good deal. All right.
It says Roman isn't scheduled for the Elimination Chamber.
Okay, good. I was going to say Royal Rumble's fine and then Mania. There's really no reason to send him to Australia to put another shrimp on the Barbie.
Robbie says it's all good as long as you're here. Walter says, okay, at 9:05, I'm going. I'll be here Monday for Raw, still in chat. Chris says, but I'm all right. Got me a can of Heineken and some leftover of some Mexican food I ate earlier. Dude, I'm pretty sure you could probably go to the store and get other things if you need them.
That's all you need.
I mean, I know you guys are in Texas and you're not used to, like, winter. Well, depending on what part of Texas you're in. But
I mean, it's been known to snow in all those different places. Oh, wait. Do that one. No, that works. Boom. You're replacing me?
yeah.
Bibbidi, bibbidi.
You might want to get more food than just some Mexican. And
That you had earlier
in all
today.
reality, more beer. I mean, come on. If you're supposed to get hit by a winter storm Monday through Tuesday,
Get your snowshoes.
you might want to have more beer than just one.
Get you a snow backpack and a shovel. I doubt you're going to get too much snow. Even if you get like 8 inches, you're fine. It's when it gets, taller than your truck. And I don't know if it's ever snowed that much in Texas.
A quarter of an inch of snow in Texas is probably devastating to most of those people.
Well, it is to like crops and like their psyche, but it's not, and they're driving, but it's not to like being alive. Some of those houses, though,
they're not made for cold weather.
they
like
might
we
not
are.
be made for cold weather.
That's
Some
what
of those
I mean.
houses down there, like way deep, probably don't even have furnaces.
Walter says Saturday more bingo. I can win again. Yeah. Well, good, Walter. You better win.
It'd be like living in Alaska and having central air, Like, would you?
I don't know.
Probably not. For that 1 week that it might hit 85.
Sophie says, I thought Nick Aldis was going to say Paul Heyman was going to be the third man. Robbie says the ankle looks all right. I quite like it. Cool. Blood says hello.
Hello.
Nico says, ew, haven't had Heineken in years. Is it because it's gross? I don't know. I don't drink it, so I wouldn't know. Sophie says there are fans on Twitter that are upset that we might not get Rock versus Roman at the Chamber. Oh, no. Walter says AW Rampage later tonight. And Chris says, oh, no, I'm prepared. I have water and soup ingredients, and I wrapped pipes already. That's good. Sophie says Logan Paul is already announced for the Chamber. And Chris says, Picola, yeah, it tastes awful, but so does every beer. Sophie says there are rumors that we might see Cody versus The Rock versus Roman at Mania, which would be interesting. And Walter says LWO for the win.
Yeah, definitely. The LWO. Are you excited to see Roman and The Rock and Cody at WrestleMania?
No.
So if
Nope.
So if Cody wins, then he beats all of them. Like, so he's the head of the
Oh my
table.
fucking god! What the fuck is wrong with him?
With who? I don't see.
Why do you have this weird shirt on?
The LWO guy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the
His
basketball
weird little
guy.
shoulder thingies.
I'm like, What are we looking at here? The Legato World Order. They are hungry. Angel Garza still getting it done. Good to see him back on the main roster for sure, though. Angel and Humberto. And hopefully they use Humberto a little bit more.
Mm.
Because they did not for a long time.
No, they didn't. Piccola says, I'm bougie about my beer. I grab Sam Adams normally. Robbie says, Heineken is okay, just needs to be super chilled. Well, I think all beer is disgusting, so there you go.
Yeah.
Sophie says, if we get Roman versus The Rock at Mania, then that guarantees that Cody will finish his story at SummerSlam. And Walter says, I'm not going to next Friday's SmackDown. It's sold out here in Atlanta.
Oh.
Damn it, Walter, you're supposed to get those tickets months in advance.
Right when they go on sale.
Sophie says, if The Rock shows up at the Chamber pay-per-view, that would be interesting. And Piccolo says, so who's got the better chance to be champion, Hook or Jinder?
Oh, Lord.
Well, I would say Hook because it seems like something that Donald, Tony Khan, and Triple H would do. So.
Yeah. I would say the same. But Jinder's not becoming champion. He's too big. Too big of a dude. And a lot of people don't like him.
You no longer represent Lucha Libre.
On the internet. And they go by what the internet guys say.
Yeah. Sophie says, is this Angel's third time on the main roster, though?
I think it is. I'm trying to remember. I know he came up with Zelina Vega a while back. And then he did go back. Yeah, so I think it's 3.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because he was
okay?
with Andrade and... Yeah, he's...
I don't know if he did that on purpose or if that was a botch.
Yeah, it was both. Kicked him. Teed off. Like the Dallas Cowboys kicker right there. Did you see that? He missed a little left. After not missing all year, he missed 2 in 1 game.
Who?
The Dallas Cowboys kicker. He thought he was so cool.
Well,
because he was legendary.
they have to do something.
Oh,
Robbie says, Cola, if you want a proper drink, get an IPA Brewdog Hazy Jane. It's a beast. Chris says, someone in the crowd had a sign that said Kimmel is on the list.
Kimball?
Kimmel.
Jimmy
Kimmel.
That's funny. You know what that's all about. So you've been watching it with Aaron Rodgers and all that?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers called him out about it.
Oh, being like a
pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alleged.
Yeah. So he says about those gender wins, then Damian cashes in right away.
Yeah, that's not.
They could do something like that, I guess.
Just not happening. But I mean, maybe if he brings his boys with him and they all attack, and it's a giant beatdown, and then Damian cashes in and beats Seth. I don't see Jinder winning it.
Walter's like, I'm glad we got just rain, maybe a little snow. That's it. That's good, Walter. Don't worry, you're probably going to get another storm. Robbie says, Humberto, is that the Nizzle wrestling? I thought I recognized him. Sophie says Jimmy Kimmel is in some sort of feud with Aaron Rodgers. Angel did team with Austin Theory for a while during the COVID era. And Walter says, today I had some popcorn and water. Good snack before wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah.
For you, Walter. I usually like to eat an apple with my popcorn.
Bag boys. What you gonna do?
Chris says my Texans play tomorrow, but I said I won't watch them till AFC Championship. LOL. And Robbie says Jimmy Kimmel, is that Nizzle still popular?
So does that carry over to next year? Like, are you not going to watch them again until they're in the AFC Championship game? Or does it just count for this season?
Right.
Because it could be a long time.
That's true.
It's like my Dolphins. It's going to be a long, long time before they're in the AFC Championship game.
I guess Ravi's new word of the day is nizzle. Because
Thought
he's
the
used
nizzle
it
for
twice
shizzle.
now. Walter says NFL wild cards this weekend, and Picola says, have you watched this movie called Role Play? It's on Amazon. Have not.
I don't think so. It
I don't
doesn't
go on
sound familiar.
Amazon Prime or Amazon very much to see what kind of movies are on there.
Have you got any of you guys seen Ted yet? Is it any good?
Nobody in our chat's gonna watch that. Sophie says Damien got until July to cash in his briefcase, so he doesn't have that many opportunities to cash in. And Chris says, I thought the list they were talking about the Epstein list. They are talking about the Epstein list, Chris.
I'm sure that was about that.
That's the list they're talking
It's
about.
not the list of
only
Jericho.
list that's out there they're talking about.
It's not the list of Jericho, even though that'd be funny too.
Chris says, yes, Travis, if I feel like it every year. Robbie says, D, when you cutting Travis's hair? Sophie says, there are football fans that will stop watching football after their teams don't make postseason. And Walter says, Iron Claw looks good. I know somebody that saw it, and they said it was very, very good. They went with their whole family.
You know wrestling fans?
The IT guy went and saw it with his some of his friends, his brother.
Oh, wow.
And his sisters all went and saw it. And he said it was really... Is it
because they're Efron fans really or wrestling?
He knew about the Von Erichs and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
I wouldn't say they're like real wrestling fan people, but they know of stuff, so... Anyways, Picola's like, nope, have not. And Sophie says, I saw 2 episodes of Ted. It isn't that great. Ravi says, so Jimmy Kimmel is not as popular as Fallon? None of them are popular, Ravi. I don't know where you're getting this weird popularity.
Fallon. Is Fallon the funnier one, like he was on Fever Pitch or whatever that show is called? Is that Jimmy Fallon?
Are they both Jimmys?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Fallon is, I'm pretty sure he was on Fever Pitch with Drew Barrymore. It was a baseball movie. He was pretty funny.
Mm.
He sings and he's kind of like talented, plays instruments and stuff. And the other guy, Kimball or whatever, he's just fat. I have no idea how he got his job. I don't know if he was ever on Saturday Night Live or he was a comedian or what he was.
I don't think he's fat.
Is he not fat anymore? He used to be fat.
I have no idea, I guess. Sophie says, I don't know that many fans of a team that would watch the Super Bowl even if their teams aren't playing in it.
Huh. Yeah, I'll watch the Super Bowl no matter what.
I'll watch it.
Because my Dolphins are never playing in the Super Bowl. It's kind of a sad day.
Jonathan is in the chat. Hey, Jonathan says, hi, everyone. Hello, Jonathan.
Here we go.
Robbie says the Bob Marley film looks decent from the trailer.
Yeah.
Robbie says D, never easily impressed. Sophie says Jimmy Fallon was on Saturday Night Live and he usually breaks character in sketches.
Yeah, he's the funnier one, right? He has the higher pitched voice and I don't know how else to describe him. He's funny.
He's like petite looking and has dark hair.
Uh-huh. And like a pointier nose and
I don't know about that far, but
like Chris Kattan, but the modern day.
Pickle is like, hardly. And Jonathan says, do you guys watch the SNL TV Funhouse? No.
I haven't watched Saturday Night Live since the 90s.
I did watch it in the early 2000s. So.
I might have. It was the last one I watched had Britney Spears' sister, who I don't even remember what her name is, and she lip synced. I remember that. That's the last one I watched, and it was like a big deal. And it's like everybody lip syncs, but they made a huge deal about it.
Mm.
I can't remember what her name was, Brandy or something. I have no idea. Maybe it wasn't Ashley Simpson.
Oh,
right?
Maybe. Sophie says Jimmy Kimmel did have like an MTV show in the early 2000s. People says, yeah, NFL carousel of title contenders revolve.
Yeah.
It's true. There was a whole bunch of people that, like, there was like teams that were involved and they've lost so much that they literally aren't even in the contention for it anymore. That's pretty funny and sad.
Carlito. Look behind you. It's always behind you. You got to remember, it's always behind you.
Robbie says, Travis, you reckon Humberto will get some sort of push, or is this it for him?
This is it. It's a tag team thing. He's so young, though, that if he developed promo, if he could talk, he could go further.
Pico says, oh, you're talking about Ashley Simpson. And Walter says, LWO lost. Boo! Sophie says, look who is getting the call up, the guy who has been ready for a while.
Carlito?
Sophie says Ashley Simpson ruined her career with her Saturday Night Live. That is why she only had one hit. There's a lot of people that only had one hits. They didn't ruin their careers by being on SNL.
Think about this, guys. I want you to think about this, and I want you to go deep inside of meditation thinking. Milli Vanilli, right?
Uh-huh.
What are they known for? Singing.
Yeah.
They were a singing group. Well, they didn't sing. They lip sync.
Mm-hmm.
That was not their voices. They didn't dub them. It was just all fake, right? You know how many people are fake today from lip singing on...
So many of them.
On the internet?
All of them.
Milli Vanilli's got to be like, what?
Not only that, but every single singer is fake. And the reason why they're fake is because they don't even use their real voices because they use that auto-tune shit.
Right.
If you aren't using your real voice to sing your songs, you're fucking fake. It's fake. It's fake as fuck. Right. If you are not using your actual real voice and it's not the voice that's coming out onto the music.
Why is this dude on the roster? Of course he's not on the level. The dude couldn't even ride a roller coaster. He has to stand on his toes to get on a roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
The little stick, you know.
Does he have lifts on? Is that why he looks a little taller than normal, or is it just
no? It's the camera angle. If they pick the camera up, it would be goofy looking. Keep getting closer to him. He's literally a head taller.
We're gonna have a midget fighting next sometime soon. Next.
Up next, Logan, Kevin Owens. That's funny shit.
Feels like funny. So much hype for the Jets to win a couple snaps and Aaron is finished. Pickles says, I'm sure that's it. And Sophie's like, wow, Deep Cut. And Robbie says they didn't even sing they mimed, then got caught out with the CD skipping. Feels like, yep, TikTok, be Milla Vanilla all day. You know, and there's not all of them. Like, there are some of them on there that can do it, and they can sing, and they use their real voices, and they're not using auto-tune and stuff like that. They're using their real voices. It's just so few and far between, and some of it we're coming back to that, which is good. But we went through that whole stage of auto-tune with Britney Spears and all of that, and even some of the greats that everybody's like, oh, they're so amazing, did it. Like, if you can't go out there and belt out the fucking American national anthem like fucking Whitney Houston,
nobody can do it like Whitney.
Then you fucking can't do without auto-tune. Because these bitches are like, I can do that with auto-tune.
There's two women.
I can do it with auto-tune.
In my life. Well, Mariah could do it. Mariah. 3 women in my life that could do it. Well, Gaga, Whitney, and Mariah, and that's it. Every other bitch.
I'm just saying, like, if you can't do that shit with your real voice without other things helping you out, then you're fake. If you're not going to utilize your voice like Janis Joplin, who sounded like shit, by the way, but could sing like a freaking phenom, you're fake. I think that's just, I mean, it is. Like,
it's Cyndi Lauper. Just bring it.
You know?
Well, even Madonna went fake, but Madonna did her real shit when she first started. But I mean, she's not good at it, but she had other things going for her.
And now she doesn't. It's really sad.
Yeah, you can't say sing like Whitney. That just doesn't. People don't do that. Like, who sings like Whitney? Whitney. Her husband. He's pretty damn good at it too, Bobby Brown. But he got her all addicted to drugs, and then she smoked her damn kneecaps off.
So it says Netflix is also
Allegedly.
going to air. What?
Allegedly smoked her kneecaps off.
Sophie says Netflix is also going to air a documentary about We Are the World. Robbie says Cher used auto-tune and still stayed popular.
Yeah, later on in life, though, right? Like,
she didn't when she first started.
But no, back in the Sonny and Cher days, she did not use the auto-tuning. By the way, she was a a solid 10. Like, she was a beautiful woman back in the 70s like that. Still looks good, but I'm just saying in the 70s she was.
She at least didn't age all
10.
weird like other ones did.
Right.
Like, she may have had work done, and that's as far as it goes. Like, other than that, I don't care for Cher and a lot of her stuff. But for being 77 years fucking old, she looks pretty good, even for the work that she's had done.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, these women who all have all this money and they have that work done, and then they look weird. They like get like Madonna.
Natalia.
Oh my god, Madonna looks so disgusting.
Oh, it gives me chills. She's so gross.
Ugh. I don't even know what's wrong with her, but it's gross. Courtney Cox, what she did to her face, like, oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Why would you do that to yourself?
Do you know? I'm gonna let you know a little secret. So when I was younger, when I would see a girl with clothes on,
Oh my god, I get to have secrets.
she was always prettier than a girl without clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was because there was like mystery or something. But I remember it like when I was like 12, 13, 14, 15. And the first girl that I saw that looked better with her clothes off than her clothes on was her.
Courtney Cox?
Not Cox. Courtney, the one that's the lead singer of Nirvana's wife. Courtney Love.
Oh.
I thought that's who we were talking about. Sorry. But anyways,
no.
She was in a movie. It was a Hustler movie. I can't remember what it was called. But it was the story of Hustler. And she was naked, and I think she dies, and she's floating in a pool. And I was like, I didn't even know she looked that good. But that's the first girl I ever saw that looked better with her clothes off than on.
That's funny. That's cool.
Why would he want to be part of the bloodline?
Oh, he didn't take the apple. Oh, he did.
Oh, I thought he was going to spit it in his face. That would have even been funnier. No.
The apple and a yes or a package deal. No.
He should just call up Jay. Put Jay back with him.
Sophie says, I expect a lot of NXT call-ups to happen. Pico says, smirk me up, Sophie. Walter says, okay, more matches. And Sophie says, next year we are getting a Michael Jackson biopic with his nephew playing him. Walter says, Daphne rant. And Robbie says, Kanye used a version of auto-tune on one album and stayed successful. Sophie says, a lot of singers don't need auto-tune to sing. Then why do they use it so much? Most of them.
I mean, you got people like that overweight girl that won the American Idol. She
Kelly
can sing. Kelly Clarkson. The other one that won American Idol, the country one. Blonde.
Katy Perry?
No.
I
think she won the second one or first one. He took the keys to the side of his pretty little souped up four-wheel drive. Fuck, what's her name? She sings the Sunday Night Football theme song.
Carrie Underwood.
Yeah. Okay, and then yeah, she doesn't auto-tune. Adele. She don't auto-tune that I'm aware of. That's all I know. You can't get me. And obviously, I already said Gaga. Who might actually do auto-tune at some of her shit. Like computerized stuff.
So it was like a lot of singers don't need it. Chris says Wendy Richter. Robbie says Kelly Clarkson sang the USA anthem well without auto-tune. I don't even put her in my top 10 of the national anthem.
I don't remember seeing her do it.
Sophie
was it at the Super Bowl? I don't remember her doing a Super Bowl.
Sophie says Jennifer Lopez is a lot better actress than a singer. Sorry.
Jesus,
Chris says, and
terrible.
can't forget about my girl Selena. Rip, her voice was great. True. Sophie says about Madonna, I don't think she is good with auto-tune. Chris says, yep, White Christmas to Cher even now.
Yeah.
Sophie says about Aaliyah, she's not relevant anymore. She's dead.
And she had like a weirder sound. She did that. I remember her. I liked her. Don't get me wrong. She was pretty. But she had that weird like sound.
Is he wearing makeup for his black eye? Is that what he's got?
Probably. Either that or Kevin hit him.
Kevin did hit him, but I didn't think he hit him to give him a black eye, but maybe he did. Robbie says, but lots of people use auto-tune without sounding like they do. Pico's like, think
Love
Jessie J is still incredible.
Jessie J. I don't know who that is.
Sophie says some of the women who are older sometimes don't look like their age. Sophie says about Ariana Grande. Robbie says, do you think sex sells when it comes to the likes of Rihanna and Miley Cyrus making music videos?
Well, obviously not Miley Cyrus. She's not sexy. She's disgusting. She looks
She's
like
a board.
Yeah, she looks like a kendo stick.
Sophie,
Who was the other one?
So, Rihanna.
I don't know who Rihanna is.
Sophie says, man, you guys are behind, huh? I don't know why singers use auto-tunes. Jennifer Hudson. Rebecca Child's like, love your new friend. What is its name? You have a new friend? Where? That's weird.
Is it Hoko? I don't know what.
Sophie says, Tony Khan made a lot of wrestling fans pushing for gender with his Twitter actions this week.
Yeah. It's not going to help.
Tony Khan didn't push for gender. What are you talking about?
He pushed against gender, therefore pushed gender. But it doesn't matter. Triple H, Tony Khan are the same dude. I'm pretty sure they'd share notes in the back. Look at Esther, though.
Robbie says, yes, I saw Jessie J live twice, and she defo can sing without auto-tune.
I don't
Rebecca
know who
says,
is.
the thing in front of you, and Chris says, the puppets. Yeah, the one in the cup is Hulk Hogan, and the other one on the other side is
Mr.
McBossman. It's from when
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania,
John Cena.
yeah, the John Cena and
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt skit that he had. This is some good shit! We bought the puppet because it was hilarious.
Mr. McBossman. Hey, Gunther's coming back.
He's going to return from his vacay.
Little wind outside.
I thought it was supposed to stop. I didn't think it was
No,
supposed to keep going through this.
It's supposed to go until morning.
Yeah, such a weird look. Nobody cares.
Who is?
This is such a weird look for us, Sophie said.
Oh, it is. Of course it is. Yeah, I mean,
No,
obviously,
it's so
I'm still waiting for
perfect.
the computer to turn on. It says HP over there. HP, not HP. HPV.
I guess it's going to blow through 9. Yeah, I thought it was going to stop pretty soon. Now they've continued that winter storm warning from today, Saturday from 2 to Sunday, 11 a.m.
Yeah, but it's no longer whatever it's called. Blizzard warning.
No, but look at the degrees that we're going to have, a -9. As long as the wind stops blowing, we won't have a wind chill factor, because that's the worst part.
-5. Chilling.
Because it feels like 3 degrees.
Nice. Go get in the ice bath.
Snow's likely Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, we're supposed to get like 4
We
inches.
should have 3 to 5 inches of snow accumulation expected in the next 48 hours.
Yeah. We'll
We
see.
might have a flu risk remains high in the next few days. You want to know why it's going to remain high? Because people are staying inside, you dumb assholes. Go outside with your black lung. Wackos.
Don't mess with your melon. Noma. What you in about? Cold?
What?
What?
No.
Cool.
Robbie says, oh, look, a fraud waving her hair is on my TV. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Chris says, no, it's a good look because I can see your faces. You mean you can't see our faces on the other one?
You can. It's harder because it's
So far away.
and this is a 4K camera and the other one's
Oh, yeah, we probably
720.
should save some money to buy a new camera. Yeah, what we should do is just go on Facebook Marketplace. It's after Christmas and see if we can find a DSLR camera on there
Yeah.
that somebody wants to get rid of. They're like, I'm not going to do anything with this.
Oh, look. It's Butch Cassidy. And the midget. John Silva. They have to give us their names. That's how bullshit that is. They have to put their names on there.
I didn't even want to listen to him talk. They sound stupid.
Isn't it hilarious, though, that they put their names? You think they would have done that if it was Roman and, like, Hogan?
Yeah.
Put their names underneath?
Right.
That's some funny shit. If you have to put their names on, don't have them on TV.
Sophie says I started to watch that new We Are Family show. It isn't that bad. Robbie says, I prefer this look of your stream. It's a cool vibe. And Liam says, good morning. What have I missed so far? Hey, Liam, good to see you in our chat. Well, let's see. You missed LWO going against Humberto and Angel.
Yes.
Humberto and Angel won and pinned the LWO. Carlito came out and beat up Santos Escobar. And then they went in the back, and then Heyman tried to, like, bribe Carlito with an apple.
Right.
For something.
Because it's cool. Well, he's trying to get a third man for their 6-man tag team match coming up later.
But that didn't work. And then, what else was it? Was that the only match we had?
I'm pretty sure it's the only match we've had. I don't remember seeing anybody else.
I don't remember seeing another match. Right now, the women's match is coming up on our TV right now. Is if you like
Bailey
these people,
and Bianca.
Tyler Bate and Butch Weirdo. They're talking, and Butch looks really happy about it. It's like a creepy ass face and a creepy hairline that's like looks fake as fuck. Anyways, we have Bianca and Bailey up next. That's happening. Earlier, they were going to have some kind of match between Grayson Waller and Cameron Grimes. Ugh, I fucking hate these stupid people. Anyways, and Cameron Grimes got beat up by Jimmy, and Solo came down, and Paul Heyman stood in the ring and talked, and Roman's not here, and wherever they're at, and got awful BFE. And then Nick Aldis came down and said, well, if that's how it's going to be, you better get it, because it's going to be those three against you three. You better find somebody. So,
yeah.
Other than that, there really hasn't been a lot happening. Kind of lame, I guess. So, yeah.
Bailey and the Riff Raff and Asuka.
Something like that. Oh.
Bailey needs to stop getting bigger. Look at her.
So it's actually a Hulk Hogan doll that's in a Street Profit cup. Is what that is. Your distraction. Sorry. It's Hulk Hogan. Usually you can see it a lot better. We have a different camera, but the computer everything's hooked up to tonight. They did some transformer work in our neighborhood, and Travis had turned everything off that day, and then he didn't make sure the computer turned back on. And so when he came in here to start the show tonight, even though I told him an hour before to maybe check it, he didn't.
Well,
and it's still not on. So
we're an hour in.
Who knows what's wrong with it? I'm sure it's broken, like normal. It's done this before, but
it's
all
that
good. Good stuff.
We'll get it figured out.
So that's why it's kind of a weird thing, but we have a couple days to figure it out, and maybe on Monday it won't be so weird. Anyways, but right now they've got the Bianca Belair and versus Bailey happening right now. If you're interested in a women's match.
Nobody cares about women's matches.
Somebody says this is a 3-day weekend for most people because the Martin Luther King Jr. Day is on Monday, and Ayla's like, hate this. Robbie says, on the other one, you are far away. Just move the camera a bit closer if you can. And Sophie says, I'm not seeing Travis Dusk of stuff that we normally would see. And Robbie says, oh, no one asked you, Ayla. And Ayla's like, never mind. I just needed to change my keyboard. It's fine. I just don't like change. Robbie says, Ayla, all out of sync. Chris says, Kyrie looking cute this week. And Sophie says, well, no fair since these two were that 5 minutes late. Ah, yeah, 5 minutes late.
Lucky we came at all.
Yeah, Ayla's like, it's not my stream. My opinion is void. Haha. Liam says, thanks for the update. Sorry, but I'm distracted by the pot plant. What's in it? As I mentioned, it's a Hulk Hogan doll. He's holding bacon chapstick, too. He's all for it.
That's what that dot is. It's bacon chapstick.
Sophie says, I also hate change, but I could deal with it. While this crowd seems like a dead crowd, and Ayla's like, the Hulk is not pot. Haha. And Liam's like, haha, it's okay. Sophie says, wherever they go, you could tell if it's going to be a dead crowd or a lively crowd throughout the night. It was like,
Yeah,
better
but you
figure
don't
it
go
out,
by the
Travis.
crowd, you go by the wrestling, because the wrestlers can get the crowd pumped up. So you never blame the crowd, you always blame the wrestlers.
True. Very true.
Because right now, if somebody of worth came out, they would all stand up and cheer. And that's what it boils down to. You can't blame the crowds. Hogan's music hit right now, they would all stand up. The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, they would all get up, go crazy, zonk.
Sophie says, I am Groot. And Ayla's like, Sophie, you lied. Ayla's like, basically, we fear change. Most humans do. It's actually normal. Liam says, I have to ask, I have always wanted to know what is in the money in the bank suitcase. Ayla says lunch.
One of them's empty. I think that one's empty, and this one has a contract for a championship.
That I put in there on purpose. It actually has one of the things, like how they have the contracts that are folded, that opens on there. I actually put one of those in the briefcase.
Right.
But the girl one doesn't have one. The women's one, just the men's have it. I didn't buy two. I didn't know he was going to buy a women's one. So. Ayla says, I do, Fat Lisa. It's uncomfortable. Ayla says, Travis keeps his fancy meats in those cases. People is like, oh, geez, Rick. Chris says, if Liv came out and attacked Bianca, feels like thermos mug full of chicken noodle soup. Liam's like, Ayla, thanks. Smile. And Chris says the crowd would even pop if the ghost of Yokozuna came out and Yokozuna bombed Bailey.
There you
He
go.
was like 2 bananas and a hoagie. Sophie says, do you guys often watch the replay of your streams after you guys go live?
We have. I have. She doesn't.
I never do.
I used to
don't
get
care.
in a hot tub afterwards and watch them.
And then he would critique me and tell me what was wrong with me, and I tell him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, so that way we could never improve. So we've just stayed the same for years.
Yeah, he can go fuck himself some more. Chris says, actually, the crowd would pop if Rikishi came out and stink-faced to Bailey.
See?
It was like,
that
no
one could go in
problem.
the girls.
I feel like that's something that you wouldn't put in there. That's too big and bulky. What is in there?
Notebooks.
Jesus Christ, how many notebooks you got stuffed in that thing?
Probably 2.
My God, we're watching wrestling and you're like, look at these notebooks.
Well,
that I
there's
have.
not any good matches on.
These are all my special notes. These are all my extracurricular special notes.
It's
Look,
got
I
3
even have a
notebooks.
nice pencil.
There's 3 notebooks in here.
And a nice pencil.
Yeah, always try to have a nice pencil.
Nice.
Look, it's a gun receipt.
Well, there you go.
It's for guns.
Pew pews we don't talk about. Bailey is taking it not. Well, she is. She's getting beat up. Bianca's beating her up. But
Well,
Bailey's teammates are very, very well, like, help. Oh, God.
Bianca kicking everybody's ish.
Poor Bailey. She's getting beat up by that lady.
All the women have is Bianca. Since
Yeah.
Charlotte's out, they have nobody else on the
No,
SmackDown.
not the thing.
They got the riffraff. I mean, Bailey's good, but she looks like she's so out of shape that she's not going to be able to do this much longer.
Ayla says, no problem for future reference. Sophie is the one in the chat with all the answers. And Ayla says, I like the same. Stay same. Liam says, cool. And Sophie says, I sometimes watch replays of your streams and it is funny. Pico says, and Travis would pleasure himself every time Michael Cole's on. Oh, Pico, that's so nice. And Chris says, Travis, do hot tub stream watching wrestling, lol. Sophie says, I especially watch the streams that I'm not even here all night.
That's
Pico
funny.
is winking and Liam's like, what's the one next to Hulk Hogan in the glasses?
Yeah, that's Mr. McBossman.
That's Mr. McBossman. He's the Mr. McBossman puppet that Way Bryant.
Yeah, Way Bryant, dude. Bray Wyatt.
Okay. Bray Wyatt. Oh my fucking God. Bray Wyatt had during a WrestleMania when he had his match with John Cena. And he had all the puppet show and everything. And he had Mr. McBossman come out and he's like, that's some good shit. So I bought him off of the whatchamacallit,
The
WWE
website.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we could get the buzzard. I think that stuff's probably all gone now.
Most likely. It was like Sophie uses Reddit for facts. We stay well informed. It was like, right, Fat Lisa? And Sophie's like, I'm in commercial. And
I
People's
actually-
like,
We
I'm
are
missing a
also
few
in
hot
commercial.
tub streams on Twitch, right? Meow.
Right, meow.
And Chris is like, LOL, Pico, and Liam says, let's see it. Ha ha ha. Sophie says, I tried Reddit once and I didn't get it. EWE Networks in the chat says, hey,
Hello.
EWE. And Ayla says, Sophie, you silly goose.
I learned a lot of shit from
Liam
Reddit,
wants
by
to
the
see
way.
Mr. McBossman puppet.
So I do watch or read a lot of Reddit because you get a lot of stuff on there that they won't let you read anywhere else.
It's actually very true. Oh, that's our cowbell, by the way.
Cowbell. More cowbell. And then here's the glasses I just put on there. They're, what's his name's? Orange Cassidy's and the Sundance Kid.
That's good
That's
shit.
good shit. Good job.
What is that?
It's a something. I don't know. Not ribbon.
I'm not going to if you'd pull him. Weirdo. It's like, don't turn your computer off. Turn your computer off. Yeah, it's
Some good shit.
some good shit.
I love this wrestling. This
I love this wrestling. I like it when these ladies are out there.
Yeah, they make something grow. Hot. I don't have any water, so can't do too much voicing.
Chris says Dakota Kai should do hot tub stream on Twitch, but she doesn't have much to work with.
No, there's nothing there.
So he says WWE is doing some sort of project regarding Bray Wyatt with his brother Bo. And Ayla says, you need a pawn, Sophie. And Chris says Reddit stories are questionable. Pico says subreddit AMAs are the am I the assholes are the best. That's
Okay,
true.
so what I'm talking about is learning how to do something that necessarily isn't
Mainstream.
looked upon as honest.
Oh.
Like, so if
ooh.
you want to learn how to make up something, get an iOS operating system onto your Galaxy phone. There's a way to do. I'm not saying there isn't. I have no idea, but
You might be able to find it on Reddit.
if there is a way, they will literally give you step-by-step instructions on there. Where other platforms, it'll just say, "Well, that's illegal. It's frowned upon," and
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard to get any information. It's like, well, cool. I'm glad it's illegal. Can I still know how to do it? I'm not going to do it. I just would like to know how to.
I mean, Liam says that's so cool. And Pico says full of geese, Ayla. And Sophie says I tried Reddit once, and it is sometimes hard to figure out how much it either helps or doesn't help me. What's the difference between Reddit and subreddit?
I don't know
It's
what subreddit
gooses,
is.
I think.
But see,
And Pico says stay hydrated.
Hulk
Mr.
Hogan
Boss Man.
is Mr. Farquaad, but a lot of people don't know that. But see his legs,
He's got tiny little
He's
legs,
got
so
this
he won't sit up.
little
He
thing.
won't sit up.
That's why he's in a cup, but his arms are ginormous, as the real Hogan's are.
And he definitely likes his bacon chapstick.
And then this is your bacon chapstick, so it makes your lips taste like bacon. And Macon loves bacon.
And our Street
Street
Profits
Profits.
cup.
And then you put Hogan in the Street Profits.
Oh no, she's got her hair tied up. Oh, Bailey's trick of hair tying happened again. Poor Bianca can't get her hair undone. She's like, no, not my hair. She tripped her. Oh, poor Bailey rammed her face into that turnbuckle down there.
Poor girl.
She broke her tooth, I'm sure. She better spit it out.
She should have kept her tied up.
Bianca's trying to get out of it. She's like, oh, thank God, my hair is finally untied. She's like, ouch, that hurt.
I like when she comes out and she has it in threes, because that'd be way easier to tie
No,
with 3
that's
strings.
true. Oh, Liam says you two are funny. And Sophie says, you guys check out other streamers on the nights you aren't on?
No, I'm never on YouTube anymore. I used to. You know, I used to be on YouTube and TikTok all the time. Now it's every blue moon I'm on either one of them. I just don't ever get on there. I actually, to be honest, I have a message from McKenna on there and I forgot to look at it.
People's like, are we talking about jailbreaking-ish? Sure.
It's stuff,
I
right?
guess.
Like, and you know, Android 12. So Android 11 and prior, you could do a lot of stuff with, but Android 12 and newer, you can't even get into your files anymore. And so there's something right there. It's like, how do
Oh,
you
God.
get into your files?
Bianca
But
just
yeah,
threw
that kind of
Bailey into
stuff.
the post backwards off of her shoulders.
Yes, and that
Holy
is
shit.
what a jailbreak is, by the way. That's where it actually started, was with the iPhones.
Right. Liam says, "Can I tell you a joke?"
Yeah,
Throw it out
please
there.
do.
It was like, I bought that Hulk for Travis. He hates him.
It's on TV more than I am.
True. Sophie says, "I checked Reddit, but I forgot why I went on it in the first place." And Chris says, "Bianca actually does look hot in those booty shorts.
Yeah.
But I usually like her when she wears tights. But I know, do you like her when she wears shorts?"
I think it looks cool.
I think it's
either
more
way.
flattering for her personally. I personally like it when she wears shorts, just because I feel like it's more flattering to her figure. That's all. That's the only reason why. And I like it that she mixes it up, right? Sometimes she wears pants now, sometimes she wears shorts, and it's nice. Because I get sick and tired of them when they wear the same fucking thing all the fucking time. And I mean all the time. And I'll tell you who's really bad at doing that. Couldn't imagine. Oh, Becky. Jesus fucking Christ, that bitch. She was wearing some cool shit. And then all of a sudden she went back to wearing her stupid, disgusting black onesie long sleeve thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, please stop. You look horrible. Like, can you, like, just look nice? Can't you just, like, pretend you care about your body a little bit? It's almost like she's ashamed of whatever it is she's done to it.
Bailey kicks out.
And it's weird to me. Anyway, Sophie says Matt Pat from Game Theory is retiring from YouTube. He announced it a couple days ago.
Huh. I don't know who that is.
And Ayla says, "I heard she broke her tube." Oh no. And here's Liam's joke. Why did the girl fall off the swing?
She let go.
Because she has no arms.
There you go. That would make sense.
It's cute.
It's even funnier that she's in a swing that she can fall out of.
How did she get in the swing? Somebody put her in the swing? How did she get in it without having arms?
Right. I remember trying to get in those swings that, like, you can't fall out of. When I was, like, in my 30s.
Ooh, Bianca thought she had it.
And I'm pretty sure I got stuck.
Not surprising. So he said, "Jailbreaking stuff could lead to horrible things in the future." It was like, bump. And it's like, right, Sophie? Like real jail. Sophie's like, "I got my fire stick because of my mom's cousin, and you somehow jailbreak it by adding whatever to it." Cool.
Yeah, that's not
like
jailbreaking.
balance.
That's just called
Working around the system.
It's literally called side loading. It's
Chris,
not like a secret how to do that. It's very simple.
Chris,
Hit downloader.
Chris says, "LOL, I love me in the black onesie, but it's like missionary every night." LOLD. Well, I mean, it's fine every once in a while, right? But I mean, she wears the same thing all the time. And now Bailey does it too. Bailey wears the same fucking thing all the time. Like, all the time. Like, here's her wrestling outfit. It's the only one she has.
Right.
That's all she wears.
See, Bailey just falls off that top rope with that elbow drop, too.
Yeah, she's not a jumper.
You got to get the cute one out there.
So it was like Liam with a dad joke, how fitting, and Liam's laughing. And John Smith in the chat, hey, John Smith says Bailey is the best. Sophie says it is easy to jailbreak stuff, but how do you do it without getting caught? I don't know, Sophie. You should look it up. You should look it up yourself.
It's not jailbreaking.
Walter says, "Okay, bye, guys. See you Monday for Raw." Hey, Ayla. Bye, Ayla. Goodbye, Walter. Thanks for joining us tonight, Walter. You have a great weekend. You stay safe out there, you know, with all those horrible storms coming your way. It was like, "Night, Walter," and it was a Sophie criminals no bounds. Pugle's like, "Too many jailbirds due to jailbreaks." Tisk, and Pugle says, "See ya, Walter." Oh no, Bailey's broken with her broken leg. And the ref's like, "What are you guys doing?" And Bailey's like, "You go tell him what to do."
Bailey's going to lose. Oh, look at her punching her in the back of the head. That can cause brain damage.
Probably.
It does in boxing.
Well, that's what they say, but eh.
They call it rabbit punching.
She's like, "I need me a break." Like, do you want to go in there? They're like, "No, we feel like you should do it yourself." No, yourselves. It was like, if a jailbreaker breaks jails, how many jails did he break? I don't know.
How many he gets caught for. You never confess to the ones you didn't get caught for.
How about we just don't do it, and then you don't have to worry about any of
There's
it?
nothing illegal about side loading.
I didn't say there was. They're not talking about that, though. They're talking about all kinds of other weird shit.
That's it.
There it is.
Tits to
Bianca
ass.
Belair just won by sticking her whole butt on Bailey's boobs. Seems to be their normal thing now that they do that. A lot of them sit on their boobs.
Yeah, it's common. Used to do it with Charlotte all the time. The other one is they get on them and then roll, and so it pulls their tops down. Because they lay on them and then roll to grab their legs, and so it pulls everything down. It's like, can we not show my boobs on TV?
They're like, oh, you want to wear these kind of outfits? Well, I'll show you, bitch. Mm-hmm. Well, that's not very nice.
KOD.
Piccolo says, could have had 4 mannequins ringside. Shush. Sophie says, I don't know any dad jokes. And Piccolo says, no cheating, J-pop group. Ayla says, my sister's dad jailbroken out of jail more than one time.
Oh, boy.
Liam says, Sophie, why did the kid cross the road? And Ayla's like, I'm not even lying for attention.
Oh, no.
It's true.
That's facts.
Sophie's like, why? Piccolo's like, oh, you would never, Ayla. John Smith says, Bailey looked at her teammates like, come on, girls. We're bad guys. Throw me a freaking bone here. And Liam says, because he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Oh, my Lord. That's why the kid crossed the road. That's a little dark. That's on the dark side there. It was like, no way, Fat Lisa. And Ayla says, ask Travis about it. He knows. My mom helped him once.
Oh, yeah. She got arrested in salmon.
They thought they could swim.
He thought he could swim. He jumped in the river. They had to rescue him.
He's like, I'm going to get away. I can swim this river.
The sheriffs literally arrested her and said, look, you can leave and never come back, or you can go to jail. So she's like, I'll leave.
I wonder if they still hold that to her. I wonder if they have her picture on wanted posters at the edge of salmon.
That'd be funny shit.
You see this woman, you arrest her on sight.
She's back at 7. No, she's been back since because that's where Jacob's grandpa lives.
Oh. That's too funny, though. Picole's like, Liam's joke's too spicy. It was like, my mom is not allowed in Salmon Idaho. Liam's like, I hope that joke wasn't even appropriate for your live feed.
Oh, you're fine. You know,
I'm pretty sure
you can get as inappropriate
sure
as you can think.
Oh, don't condone that.
Well, we do it all the time.
Yeah, but some people's line of inappropriate borders on things that shouldn't be said. Give me my stuff. Why do you have to steal everything?
It is your stuff. This is your stuff.
Yeah, that's all mine.
Yeah, as I said.
I have to steal all my things. Why are you stealing my stuff?
Reader. I kept one of the normal ones, threw the rest away.
Why would you throw them all
Because
away?
I don't need 50 of these.
You need 50.
They're in there. Dig them out.
You might need 50 of them. You don't know. You don't know.
You need one of these.
Right now?
It's got the little one and then the big one.
Why do I need it? What am I
The
doing
transfer
with it?
file.
Where am I transferring files to? Don't be
Your
weird.
phone and a computer.
I don't need to. That's strange. It was like too inappropriate for wrestling caps. Stay around. Pico's like, Salmon Idaho is 15 minutes away from me. It was like a no Fat Lisa. I know, it's so true. Like 15 minutes from me, Piccolo.
It's just right down
Chris
the road.
says, Liam, this channel is basically no boundaries. I talk about some really fucked up ish most of the time. Liam's like, Fat Lisa, thanks. And Ayla says, Salmon Idaho is super close to Florida. Crazy. Did you get the blizzard warning today, too? Pico's like, I could definitely see my house from sea.
Hey, look, it's that girl that Ayla was talking about.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, really?
Mostly yourself.
What do you protect me from?
And she's taking other people's stuff. What do you want?
Touching.
Ew. Gross.
You need to go make the bed.
Fuck that.
You told me to unmake it.
I did not. I didn't say unmake it.
But you said turn it around.
No, I didn't say turn it around. I said sometimes I turn it around.
You said just do it.
What I said was, oh, hey, I was going to ask you to take the sheets off that need to be washed so we can wash them today. And then when I got home early from work, we could make the bed. And then we could just turn it around. But I forgot to tell you that. And you took it as, let's do it right now. So now all the sheets are just in the middle of the bed. And now I'm like, pretty sure we have some clean ones in the closet.
Right.
But I'd have to move, I don't know how many things to get to the linen closet.
There's some just sitting there on the floor.
Ew.
Between the door and the closet. What? I vacuumed before I set them there.
Ew. Ew.
There's like 2 or 3 sets. It's fine.
No. I bet it's not fine. I bet they don't. I bet they're not good.
Why would they be bad? They're just sitting on the floor, on a clean floor that I vacuumed. They're like, ugh.
Yeah, but how long have they been sitting there?
Since like March. I don't
That's
know.
of last year, not this year, because March hasn't happened yet.
So 10 months ago. It's fine.
Liam's like, Chris, thanks. And Ayla says, I don't think I've ever been to Salmon. Chris says, yeah, this channel is like a breath of fresh air. Like, I can but all my frustration with wrestling business and talk about how the women wrestlers are. It was like, bumfuck Salmon population 50.
Yeah, there's not very many people there.
Yeah, you tell them.
Nobody likes you.
Yeah, you gotta win the Rumble on your own, lady. Let's look ahead.
Just 2 weeks away, the Rumble.
Oh, Liam's like, just subscribe to your channel. Oh, well, thanks, Liam. That's really cool. Thanks for subscribing, bud. We are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, by the way. We do AEW's Dynamite on Wednesdays. We usually do their pay-per-views and WWE's pay-per-views. So.
Speaking of which, there's one in 2 weeks or 15 days.
Ew. What?
The Royal Rumble.
Oh, that's right.
28th.
Picola says this entrance be way too long. I don't even know it started for us, so it's probably going to be too long.
It's Bobby.
Alice is sweet. You can now be mod. F Ravi, that Brit is cray cray. Ravioli, haha. Name's like, Chris, I'd love to wrestle against a woman. Let her throw me around.
Did Dawkins change his hair?
Disgusting.
Did he shave his head?
Who?
Dawkins? Or does he always look like that? He looks different to me.
Well, he's a lot more svelte than he has ever been.
Say the word again.
Svelte?
Like suave?
Like
Rico
svelte?
Suave?
Like he's lost some Terry in Ravi world. He's lost some Terry! He's very svelte. He's looking dapper.
He just looks like different.
He looks like he's a little more fit, is what I'm saying.
Working out with Bobby.
He looks more fit than he has been, and he might be not just working out
And
with
it could-
Bobby
a lot of
because
it-
Ford did that
Well, look at
championship thing that he did, and it could be the cut of the clothes or anything, but yeah, I don't think
Look how
he's
long
ever
both
had-
of their arms are, Ford and Dawkins. Because they've lost so much. Their arms look like they're 8 feet long.
Because they lost what?
Weight.
They haven't lost weight though. I mean, they're probably
Ford
gained
has, or
muscle.
Dawkins
I don't
has.
think he's lost weight, but Dawkins has. Look at, you can see the muscle definition in his arms now.
Yeah, and his hands, how big they are.
Yeah, wow, good for Dawkins. He's looking pretty good. I'm not saying he needs to, but damn. Picola says he might have cut down his waves, so maybe he did have a different hairstyle.
I was gonna
So
say, I
that's
think he cut
probably
his
what
hair
happened.
off.
Has just a different hairstyle. Yeah, it's been so long since we've seen him kind of like in our faces
Regularly,
that
yeah.
he looks so.
Oh, lights went out. Here comes Cross.
He does look pretty different.
Oh, there's Ellering.
Ellering.
Old Paul. You have a white
People's
claw.
message retracted, but it says dinner review. Name's not last, Ayla. It was like, I want to be on. Can I come? Invite me. And Liam says, awesome. Do you show a live feed of wrestling? We do not do live feeds.
Show the live
we don't want to get popped for copyright violations. We've been through that when we first started. We don't want to do it again. So we don't do that. Ayla says, Fat Lisa, I'm not going to lie. I forgot. People was like, yeah, that was so 2 weeks ago. Liam's like, a live feed of wrestling. And people's like, I think Doc cut down his wigs. And Ayla says, y'all got fat chips with your mates in the potty with a nutter in the mid. There's the Robbie talk we needed. He had a new word earlier. What the fuck was that? Niddle? Niffle?
Nizzle?
Nizzle. Yeah, he was calling people nizzles earlier. He's woo.
I don't think you're supposed to use that word.
Chris says, LOL, the Final Testament tag team name, Final Testament versus Bloodline. Interesting.
The Final Testament. There are all sorts of groups now. I love it. Don't get me wrong. And this one has a manager, which even makes it better.
Ayla, and Fat Lissa. Got the Fat Lissa and the AA Lissa. Anyways, Liam says it's 2:14 here in England, so I'm going to get some sleep. It's been lovely talking with you both. Have a good night. I'll catch you Monday night. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Liam. That's cool. Yeah, I know you had said good morning earlier, so you're in England. Awesome. Our mod Ravi is in England as well, so that's pretty
You guys
awesome.
probably know each other. They're on the same island.
We know you. I know you don't know each other. Travis is ignorant and dumb sometimes. Don't mind him.
Did you have a blouse?
Forgive him for his ignorance.
Did you have a blouse like that one there? The yellow one?
He said yes. Anyways, Liam, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope to see you on Monday. Have a fabulous weekend, and you take care over there across the pond.
Don't drive over here.
It says, I'm trying to get Travis to delete them to draw the matches on a chalkboard. It says, oh, sorry, we're sitting here making fun of England. Liam said, I'm from Brighton, haha. And he was like, do all British people know each other?
Yeah, it's
Cool.
one island. It's just an island.
It's just Travis being ignorant. It's fine. It's fine. Brighton, huh? Interesting. Well, it's better than Liverpool, so I've heard.
Or Blackpool. Or any pool, basically.
I've heard that Liverpool smells.
It reeks of urine. Chamber pots.
Chamber pots. Sorry.
The streets are foul with chamber pots and urine.
Chris says WWE is fucking dumb. You literally have Final Testament, Paul Heyman. Just hire them for a night to take out Randy and LA and Styles. People says, I'm sure just like all Florida, Idaho neighbors know each other as well. And it's like, I know everyone in my city. Got you guys. Yes, people. We know everybody. Idaho and Florida are very close. We know everybody. The only people I know is Picola, and that's everyone in Florida.
I know more people than that in Florida. I have a bunch of friends that I grew up with that live in Florida.
Liam says, thank you, smile. I don't drive. I do drive people up the wall.
Yeah.
I bet not. Chris says, back in Ruthless and Attitude Era, Hills would work with each other to take out good guys in tag matches.
Right.
Not, it's strictly Hills. I'm their own stable versus baby faces.
Look at this. Nobody gives a shit. That's hilarious. He was trying to high-five people, and people are like, who is this?
Right? It was like, at least you speak English. That's better than the made-up stuff Robbie says. That's true. He's trying to be cool, Ayla. He's trying to be cool. Don't. Yeah. Liam says, take care. See you Monday night, guys. Bye, Liam. Thanks again for hanging out with us. Ayla says, apparently I don't spell English. Well, no, but it's fine. I mean, when you put numbers in with stuff, I mean, it just makes sense. Oh, great. Can we fast forward through this?
I wish.
Well, if anybody out there's interested, because I'm not interested in this at all, Jack a whole Carmelo Hayes and then the dodo face, what's his face?
Dante Martin going up against Austin Theory.
Austin Theory out there.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm not. This is weird. Ayla says Robbie is hip and happening. Funky fresh in the mid-fat chips. With the mid-fat chips. Oh my goodness. Some of that nature.
Well, we got 20 minutes before the main event, probably.
Oh my god,
event? Do we
it's
know what
still.
that is?
Oh Jesus.
What's the main event? Do we know?
Is it the 3-on-3 thing?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Who's the other three? I thought it was the dude that's out there and his buddy and that weirdo guy that got beat up.
Is
against
it
Solo
Randy,
and Jimmy
AJ,
and maybe that's why somebody
Randy,
said it earlier.
AJ, and
That's
LA.
why Chris said that. Okay, that makes more sense
LA
now.
Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's why he said that earlier. Because Chris said just hire the Final Testament guys to take out Randy, LA, and Style. Chris says Dante versus Action Andrade. People's like El Vikingo versus Matt Sydal. Can keep it rolling.
All night. They're all the same guy.
Every single one of them.
It's gonna take a nap.
What the fuck ever?
How hard is the game gonna get?
A little.
What was that? Family Feud?
No, We Are Family.
Oh.
It's like people who come out and they like sing or do something and they're like related to some like celebrity or
And they have to guess.
famous singer. And then everybody has to guess who their sibling or cousin or family member is that they're related to.
It's Sasha Banks on it, and she raps, and it's Snoop Dogg.
Maybe. I have no idea.
That'd
I
be
don't
cool.
watch the shit. That's just what I got from the commercial stuff. So there you go.
Packers Cowboys this Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Are you
I
gonna
thought
watch
the
it?
Cowboys weren't even in anything anymore.
Oh bullshit! They're
Oh, that's
number
right. They
2
won
seed.
and the Eagles lost.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot. I was talking to a lady at work about that today.
Hey Tony, we'll trade you this moron in the ring right now for Swerve back.
Hell yeah. You're not going to do anything with him anyways. Neither one of them would really. They just fuck Swerve over on WWE too. Again. It really wouldn't matter.
Maybe he's got a bad attitude.
He might
doesn't
have.
seem
I
like
don't
he
know what he does in
but-
the back, but I mean, it's not like he doesn't deserve some of the pushes or whatnot, but whatever. Anyways, Pico was like, my mom enjoyed it, and she also liked the floor.
What?
Are you making mom jokes, Pico? About your own mom?
Bobby, you want to be our third member?
It was like, Travis, do you know how to cut a mullet? I want Oz to have a mullet.
I guess. I mean, as long as you're talking about just cutting the sides. But yeah,
Well, you would.
there's different types of mullets. Is what I'm
Well,
getting at.
yeah, but what you do is it looks. So, like, if you just took this part off of it, it would be like a normal haircut. But then you have the back is like comes down in the length.
For that kind of mullet, yeah.
Yeah.
But some mullets is basically like a mohawk. Right? Like they keep this all long and then they just shave right here.
No, that's not a mullet at all, sweetheart.
And then they'll cut the top a little shorter. I know what a mullet is. You cannot try to explain to me what a mullet is.
I'm not explaining what a mullet. I'm saying what you're saying isn't a mullet.
Yeah, it is.
How is that a mullet?
It's still considered a mullet. Even people that got mohawks cut this off. Like, so you shave all here and then you left a stripe. What I'm saying is you leave the top alone, you cut just the sides, and you leave the back.
I don't think you want Travis to cut a mullet.
Of course you want me to cut it.
No, you don't, because he doesn't know what he's talking about.
You just shave the
You
sides.
better show pictures. Why don't you look up online what you're talking about, Ayla, and send in pictures of it to show him what kind of a mullet, since Travis thinks that there's multiple things that are a mullet.
I know what a mullet
Chris says,
is.
oh my God, Paul, you fucked up with Bobby. Dude, Bobby just said he wants Roman. It's easy. Just say yes, Bobby's team, and gets future title shot against Roman. What an idiot. Ayla says, did you mom crouch any more boxes? And Pickle's like, another game show Rob Lowe hosts it. Ayla says, I do it, but I'm not sure. You grew up with the age of mullet. And Pickle's like, I forgot about that. And Chris says, I want to see Waller in Theory versus Braun Breaker and Corbin to a whole tag team match.
Okay, so mullets were not popular in my lifetime.
Pickle says K-pop
being,
mullets are fun, and Ayla says, I want party in the back, serious business in the front, like working in an office.
Right. Like even like a comb over, like that serious? Like, are we talking like Mormon top, long in the back, shaved sides? Or are you just talking about short on top, so you can put gel in it if you needed to? You're not going to. I'm just saying, because there's different types. Like I was raised with Mormon top hair, so all my baby pictures I have that Mormon haircut. Austin Theory and the guy that couldn't get into a carnival ride.
So they have what you're talking about is a modern mullet.
I know what a mullet is. You're talking about a Billy Ray Cyrus mullet?
I'm talking
Where
about.
it's all feathered up here?
I'm talking about this motherfucking shit, man. That's old school 80s fucking mullet right there.
That looks like Jacob.
And what you're going for is a modern mullet, which is that fucking shit that you're talking about. That's a modern mullet.
Right, which you can do.
Modern, not old school 80s mullet.
Right. Both of those look exactly the same to me.
They don't!
Except for the hair.
Are you retarded?
Is curly on one dude
No.
and not on the other dude.
I'm pretty sure you're retarded.
And the guy in the back has longer hair. Or the first one had longer hair.
Yeah, that's what an 80s mullet is.
You have to grow your hair. Like if his hair isn't already long, you have to let it get longer.
Yes.
But yes,
do.
I can cut his hair. Trust me, McKenna wants me to do it to myself.
A mullet?
Yes.
Why? Why doesn't she do it to her boyfriend?
She
They can have a
does, and then
fucking
she
mullet.
permed it.
He looks
I
like
dyed it.
He looks like a dumbass.
It's Dumas.
Like that.
Yeah, but see how long his hair is?
Understand.
That's my hair as a kid, but
Without that long hair in the
without the
back.
back, because my grandpa wouldn't let me have it.
My brother had MacGyver hair
Uh-huh.
his whole entire life while we were
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah, see, we went to Pete's barbershop, by the way, which is funny because Danny went there too, but I didn't know that. And we'd walk in, I'd tell Pete exactly what I wanted, and I'm pretty sure my grandpa behind my back would just like cut it off, and then he would just cut my hair the exact same every time, and then I'd get sent out the door. So I never ever had the duck's butt and all that, the duck tail.
Right.
Remember just the duck tail?
Yes.
Just that little piece. I always wanted one of those.
Yeah. That's what I know of as an actual fucking full-on mullet.
Right. See, so the Mormon cut on top. That's what I'm saying. Mormon cut on top.
But that's a normal.
In the back, or a party in the back.
Right. That was a normal mullet. That was what his hair looked like for a long time.
Look at Billy Ray Cyrus.
I don't care about Billy Ray Cyrus and his weirdness.
That's my Uncle Larry liked it so much. That's what he had. Dang, there.
Talking about Richard Dean Anderson and his mullet haircut he had in MacGyver.
You could do it like Jason Alexander and do the backwards mullet. See it?
That's where you're going to be at.
My hairline's the same since 6th grade. It might be a little further back. But all those people that have the hairlines like that already had it at 40. You know what I mean? They're like...
Oh, like that?
Yeah. Like, that doesn't happen after, like, 50. Like, it doesn't just start to slowly happen.
Ayla says, don't lie, Travis. I don't know about Mormon. Chris is like, no, it's a Joe Diffie mullet.
Oh, Joe Diffie.
Ayla says, I want people to look at this 5-year-old and say, wow, he has a 401k and his credit score is 845. But as he walks away, they say, wow, he knows where the coke is.
Right.
Brandon Stevens is in the chat, says, hey, I'm back, y'all. Wrestling Gab. Hi, Brandon. How are you doing tonight, bud? Having a good Friday night? We're in a commercial.
Yeah.
Did something else happen? Why is it all over my TV instead of having double? Has it been this way the whole time and I just wasn't paying attention?
Yeah, I turned that off a while back.
Wow.
And while I was doing it,
been looking at
and while I was doing it, it got quiet on our headset, so it would have just been nothing.
You know why? I probably wasn't paying attention because I was probably reading all this dumb shit.
Look at that phone number.
I'll never remember it.
700
0000.
Let's keep hitting 0 until somebody answers. Keep being bamboozled.
Fancy.
Why is everything based around music, like with all these shows?
Because they're dumb. Peacock says, and isn't too proud to shotgun a beer or two. And Anna's like, exactly. Nobody knows your mama. Oh my lord.
It'd be cool if we got snow with this wind, so you couldn't move. You were stuck indoors. But all we have is wind and no snow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ayla says, Fat Lisa know what cool is. And people's like, are shoeys still what's his nuts thing?
The shoey? Are you talking about on UFC?
Are you talking about a UFC fighter who drinks beer out of other people's shoes?
The Australian?
It's disgusting.
We might lose power here again. That's loud as fuck out there.
Yeah. People says Waller. Oh, I didn't know that Grayson Waller drinks stuff out of people's shoes.
He does shoeys? Hey, he's Australian. I wonder if it's an Australian thing. Shrimp on Barbies and the whole drinking out of people's shoes.
I guess. Ayla's like, ever drink Bailey's from a shoe? People's like, oh, that guy does it? It must be an Aussie thing. Are you just repeating what Travis says or what? Or are you just making fun of Travis's ignorance? I'm just curious. Which one is it?
Who are you talking to?
Peepola?
Why did it take you 5 minutes to say? You're like,
well, I didn't know what you were asking.
I want to know.
What do you mean? Who am I talking to? He's the one that made the comment.
Well, I don't know.
Ayla's like, are you just repeating what Travis says? And Peepola